हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। मोशन के प्रीवियस लेक्चर में हमने मोशन के कुछ बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स डिस्कस किए थे। इन दिस लेक्चर वी विल डिस्कस द ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ मोशन। इन दिस कॉन्टेक्स्ट हम मेनली तीन टॉपिक्स डिस्कस करेंगे। फर्स्टली ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन, सेकेंडली types of graphical representation of motion, which are of two types. Firstly, distance time graph, and second, velocity time graph. And finally, we will discuss equations of motion by graphical method. First is the graphical representation. Graphical representation is a pictorial representation of relation between two sets of data, of which one set is of dependent variables and other set is of independent variables. You can see in the example that we have represented one set on x-axis and another set of data on y-axis. Because graph provide convenient method to present the basic information, and the graphical representation makes it simpler for us to understand the data. Thus, we use line graphs to describe the motion of an object. Such graphical representation shows the dependency of one physical quantity on another physical quantity. और ये डिपेंडेंट फिजिकल क्वांटिटी डिस्टेंस भी हो सकती है, स्पीड भी हो सकती है, या फिर वेलोसिटी. You can see two examples here. First is the distance time graph and second is velocity time graph. We will discuss both these in detail. This is a quick glance of the graphs we will discuss in this lecture. The distance time graph and velocity time graph, having three cases, both of these. First is the distance time graph. This graph represents change in the position of an object with time. Secondly, in this graph, we take time along the x-axis and distance along the y-axis. This graph can be used to calculate the speed of the body. First is the distance time graph for an object moving with uniform speed. We have discussed the uniform and non-uniform motion in previous lecture. The distance time graph for an object moving with uniform speed is a straight line. It tells us that body is moving with uniform speed. That means it is covering equal distance in equal intervals of time. Slope of this graph indicates speed of the object. Let us consider an example. An object covers 10 meters in 1 minute, 20 meters in 2 minutes, 30 meters in 3 minutes, 40 meters in 4 minutes, 50 meters in 5 minutes, and 60 meters in 6 minutes. That means the object has covered 10 meters in every minute. That means the object is covering equal distance in equal intervals of time. Thus, the motion is uniform motion. The distance time graph for such a motion is like this. This distance time graph can help us to calculate the speed of the object. Next is the calculation of speed of an object using its distance time graph. Consider a small part A, B in the graph. Then draw a line parallel to x-axis from point A and draw another line parallel to y-axis from point B. These two lines meet at point C to form a triangle ABC. On the graph, AC denotes the time interval T2 minus T1, while BC denotes distance covered S2 minus S1. As the speed of an object is distance covered divided by time taken, thus the speed of the object V here is distance covered, that is S2 minus S1 divided by time taken, which is T2 minus T1. Next is the distance time graph for an object moving with non-uniform speed. The distance time graph for non-uniform motion is a curved path, like a parabola. If a body is moving with non-uniform speed, then the motion is said to be accelerated. That means the velocity of the object is continuously changing. It also represents the distance time graph with accelerated motion. Accelerated motion means जो velocity है object की वो continuously change हो रही है. Next is the distance time graph for an object at rest. For an object at rest, the distance time graph is a line parallel to time axis. The parallel line shows that with the passage of time, no more distance has been covered by the object. And no more distance is covered means that object is at rest. Let us consider an example. आप अपने घर से 10 मीटर कवर करके पार्क तक गए एंड इन पार्क आप एक बेंच पर 30 मिनट्स के लिए बैठ गए. जब आप घर से पार्क तक गए, you are in motion, but when you are in park sitting on a bench for 30 minutes, you are at rest. तो जब आप पार्क में एट रेस्ट हैं, तब आपका डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ एक पैरेलल लाइन होगी और इस ग्राफ में जो OA है वो आपका घर से पार्क तक का 10 किलोमीटर्स का डिस्टेंस रिप्रेजेंट करता है एंड OC रिप्रेजेंट्स those 30 minutes when you are sitting on a bench in the park. This is a quick glance of the graphs we have discussed yet. First is the distance time graph for the object in uniform motion. Second is the distance time graph for an object in non-uniform motion. And last is the distance time graph for an object at rest. Next is the velocity time graph. This graph represents variation in velocity with time for an object moving in a straight line. जो velocity time graph है ये basically time के साथ velocity में कितना variation आया है उसे represent करता है. In this graph, time is taken along the x-axis and velocity is taken along the y-axis. The product of velocity and time give displacement of an object moving with uniform velocity. The area enclosed by the velocity time graph and the time axis is equal to the magnitude of displacement. The slope of velocity time graph gives acceleration. Firstly, we will discuss the velocity time graph for an object moving at uniform velocity. Uniform velocity means the velocity will remain constant. If a body is moving at constant velocity, then the velocity time graph will be a straight line parallel to the time axis. The height of the velocity time graph will not change with time. Next is the calculation of displacement of an object moving with uniform velocity using its velocity time graph. We know that velocity is displacement divided by time. So, the displacement is the product of velocity and time. To know the distance covered by an object between time t1 and t2, draw perpendiculars from the points corresponding to the time t1 and t2 on the graph. It forms rectangle A, B, D, C. The velocity of the object is represented by the length AC or BD, and the time t2 minus t1 is represented by the length AB or CD. So, the distance or the magnitude of displacement moved by an object in time t2 minus t1 can be expressed as S equals to AC multiplied by CD. Putting the values of AC and CD, AC which is equals to V km per hour and CD which is equal to T2 minus T1, we get this. Simplifying it, we get V into T2 minus T1 kilometer. Now V is one side of the rectangle and T2 minus T1 is another side of the rectangle, and product of sides gives us the area of rectangle A, B, D, C. Thus, the displacement or the distance covered by an object can be given by the area of the rectangle A, B, D, C. Next is the velocity time graph for an object moving at uniformly changing velocity. Uniformly changing velocity का meaning है that velocity is changing at uniform rate, and rate of change of velocity is known as either acceleration or retardation. अगर velocity uniform rate पर increase हो रही है तो वो यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन होगा. अगर वेलोसिटी यूनिफॉर्म रेट पर डिक्रीज हो रही है तो वो यूनिफॉर्म रिटार्डेशन होगा. तो हम इसमें दो पर्टिकुलर केस पढ़ेंगे. वन इज यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन एंड सेकेंड इज यूनिफॉर्म रिटार्डेशन. सो व्हेन अ बॉडी इज मूविंग with uniform acceleration, its speed changes by equal amount in equal interval of time. Then the velocity time graph for a uniformly changing velocity will be a straight line. Next is calculation of acceleration for an object moving with uniformly changing velocity using its velocity time graph. The initial and final velocity of the object are u and v respectively. To calculate the acceleration between time t1 and t2, draw perpendicular at point B corresponding to T1 and draw another perpendicular at point C corresponding to T2. Then draw a perpendicular at point A and we got AD. The perpendicular corresponding to T2 meet the velocity time graph at point E. Here change in velocity is represented by ed and time taken, that is t2 minus t1, is represented by ad. As we know that acceleration is rate of change of velocity, that is change in velocity divided by time taken. The change in velocity, that is v minus u, is represented by ed and time taken, that is t2 minus t1, is represented by ad. Thus acceleration is ed divided by ad, which is equal to the slope of velocity time graph of a moving body. टॉपिक 2.1 में हमने डिस्कस किया था दैट एरिया अंडर वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ गिव्स डिस्टेंस कवर्ड बाय एन ऑब्जेक्ट. सिमिलरली अब हम डिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट करेंगे फॉर एन ऑब्जेक्ट विच इज मूविंग विथ यूनिफॉर्मली चेंजिंग वेलोसिटी. अगर ऑब्जेक्ट यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी से मूव कर रहा होता, then the distance traveled by the object would have been represented by the area A, B, C, D under the graph. Since the velocity of the object is changing, thus the distance traveled by the object will be given by the area A, B, C, D, E under the velocity time graph. Thus, the distance travelled is equal to area A, B, C, D, E. अब area A, B, C, D, E is the sum of area of rectangle A, B, C, D and area of triangle ADE. Now, area of rectangle ABCD is equal to the product of sides of ABCD, that is product of AB and BC, and area of rectangle ADE is half into base, that is AD, into height, that is DE. This is the distance covered by an object which is moving with uniformly changing velocity. Till now, we have learned that the velocity time graph for the object moving with uniformly changing velocity is a straight line. This graph starts from origin O. That means इस केस में initial velocity u is 0. But if the initial velocity is non-zero, that is u is not equals to 0, then the velocity time graph in that case will be this. इस ग्राफ में point B corresponds to initial velocity. Thus, the distance covered by an object moving with uniform acceleration having initial velocity not equals to 0 is equal to the area of trapezium OBCA. Thus, distance travelled is equal to area of trapezium OBCA, which is equal to the half of sum of parallel sides multiplied by height. Parallel sides are OB and AC, and the height, that is perpendicular distance between the parallel sides, is OA. While starting topic 2.2, मैंने आप लोगों को बताया था that when an object is moving with uniformly changing velocity, then there will be two kinds of situations. एक uniform acceleration and second, uniform retardation. Retardation means velocity is decreasing and uniform retardation means velocity uniform rate से decrease हो रही है. Thus, the velocity time graph for uniform retardation is this one. In a velocity time graph of a body, a straight line sloping downwards indicates retardation. Last velocity time graph is for the object moving with non-uniformly changing velocity. Because velocity change हो रही है, that means there is acceleration. And because ये non-uniform rate से change हो रही है, that means acceleration is non-uniform. When the speed of a body changes in an irregular manner, then the velocity time graph of a body is a curved line. So we have discussed these four velocity time graph. First, when object is in uniform motion. Second, when object is moving with uniform acceleration. Third, when object is moving with uniform retardation. And fourth, when object is moving with non-uniformly changing velocity. That is non-uniform acceleration. Our next topic is equations of motion by graphical method. जब एक ऑब्जेक्ट स्ट्रेट लाइन में मूव कर रहा है, देन हम उस ऑब्जेक्ट की वेलोसिटी, एक्सेलरेशन ड्यूरिंग मोशन एंड डिस्टेंस कवर्ड को कुछ इक्वेशंस के ज़रिए रिलेट कर सकते हैं. These equations are known as equations of motion. There are three equations of motion. First is v equals to u plus at, which is velocity time relation. Second is s equals to ut plus half at square, which is position time relation. And third is 2as equals to v square minus u square, which is position velocity relation. Here u is the initial velocity, v is the final velocity, a is the acceleration during motion, t is the time taken, s is the distance covered by the object. Now we will discuss these three equations one by one. First is the equation for velocity time relation. Consider velocity time graph having the O as origin and the point corresponding to initial velocity is A. From point B, draw perpendiculars BC and BE on the time and velocity axis respectively. So, the initial velocity is represented by OA and final velocity is represented by BC and the time interval is represented by OC. Let us draw AD parallel to OC. From the graph, we observe that BC is equal to BD plus DC. As DC is equal to OA, thus BC is equal to BD plus OA. As BC is equal to V, OA is equal to U, thus substituting the values of BC and OA, we get V is equal to BD plus U. Thus BD is equal to V minus U, which is change in velocity. As we know that acceleration is change in velocity divided by time taken and change in velocity is represented by BD and time t is represented by AD. Thus acceleration will be BD divided by AD. As AD is equal to OC, thus acceleration is BD divided by OC. Substituting the value of OC equal to T, we get acceleration A is equal to BD divided by T. Thus, BD is equal to AT. Now, as BD is V minus U, thus V minus U equals to AT, which is our velocity time relation. Next is the position time relation. हम वही velocity time graph consider कर रहे हैं जो हमने equation for velocity time relation में use किया था. Now, if an object has covered distance s in time t under uniform acceleration a, then the distance travelled by the object is given by the area OABC, which is a trapezium, and the area of trapezium OABC is equal to the sum of rectangle OADC and area of triangle ABD. Now, the area of rectangle OADC is equal to the product of its sides OA and OC, and the area of triangle ABD is equal to half into base AD into height BD. Now, OA is U, OC equals to AD equals to T and BD is equal to AT. ये सभी values हमने equation for velocity time relation में find out की थी. Now, substituting the values of OA, OC, AD and BD in this equation, we get S is equal to UT plus half T multiplied by AT. Now, T multiplied by AT will give AT square. Thus, we will get S is equal to UT plus half AT square, which is position time relation. Last is the equation for position velocity relation. जब हमने position time relation discuss किया था, then we learned that in time t under uniform acceleration a, the distance covered by an object is given by the area of trapezium OABC. Now, the area of trapezium OABC is given by 1 by 2 into the sum of its parallel sides OA and BC into the perpendicular distance between the parallel sides, that is OC. Now, OA equals to U, BC equals to V and OC equals to T. ये सभी values हमने equation for velocity time relation में find out की थी. Now, substituting the values of OA, BC and OC in above equation, we will get S equals to 1 by 2 into U plus V into T. Now, the velocity time relation is V equals to U plus AT. Thus, T equals to V minus U upon A. Putting the value of T in above equation, we will get S equals to U plus V upon 2 into V minus U upon A. That is V plus U into V minus U divided by 2A. That is V square minus U square upon 2A. We will get 2AS equals to V square minus U square. Well students, we have discussed the graphical representation of motion and equations of motion by graphical method. In our next lecture, we will discuss the uniform circular motion. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. If you like this video, then like and share the video, subscribe to channel and click the bell icon for regular updates.